The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports.
It's a fumble. Ball's on the ground. Picked up by the Dragons, and they're going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Pine City! To the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Dragons!
East Central Minnesota, the action starts now. Now on the call, Ethan Game Day Gilman.
And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to this pregame here for the Pine City Dragons homecoming against the Proctor Rails. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. I'll be bringing you this pregame here from inside my beautiful studio. And I want to thank Joe Keyport behind the camera, of course, for helping me do this. It wouldn't be possible without him. Huge shout out to him. But of course, we are here. We're ready for homecoming here tonight. I know I'm excited. The players are excited. Coaches are excited, and I'm sure the fans are excited as well. But throughout this pregame, we'll be talking about homecoming itself, maybe a little bit of volleyball action that's gone on during the week. We'll talk to some of the coaches and players here for this homecoming week about what's coming up, and maybe even the king of homecoming. Yeah, we'll even get a word from him as well as we go throughout this pregame. But of course, we're broadcasting here on 106.5 FM, AM 1350 WCMP. Don't forget live video on WCMPradio.com. So we'll take a quick word from our fine sponsors, that give them a shout out, and then we'll come back. We'll have more of the pregame when we come back here on WCMP.
Kettle River Pizza loves supporting all the local teams. And if your team is interested in fundraising, well, they've got you covered. Kettle River Pizza has years of experience in fundraising for local teams, organizations, and clubs, and they would like to help you too. With their experience and the fact that Kettle River Pizza is an easy sell, your fundraiser is bound to be a great success. Visit Kettle River Pizza online and click on their fundraising tab. Kettle River Pizza, a winner every time. Grab a few at your local convenience or grocery store for after the game.
Arrowhead Transit plays a pivotal role in bolstering the communities it serves. By providing accessible and reliable transportation, they ensure essential travel for work, education, and healthcare. Arrowhead Transit is customer-centric, continuously evolving to meet the needs of the community with initiatives like community outreach programs, job fairs, and educational workshops, and more. Arrowhead Transit is more than just a transportation service. It is a vital part of the communities it supports. Your connection, your community. Arrowhead Transit. Your ride.
There has never been a better time to sell your home. Get a fast cash offer today and have your money in as little as 7 days. Any house, any condition. They will make you an offer the same day and pay you in as little as 7 days. City lots, lake lots, land, does not matter. They want to buy it. If you are ready to sell your home, let Haley Newman with Keller Williams Premier Realty give you a fast cash offer or help get you into the home of your dreams today. Contact her at 320-469-6868.
Want a mower that's tough enough to break all the rules? Want everything without sacrificing anything? Want performance for the long haul at an unbeatable value? The perfect balance of power and performance. A bad boy mower. Packed with power, muscle, simplicity, and comfort in the pro you demand. It's that time of year. It's your time. You deserve a bad boy. Available only at Stan's Equipment Center in Pine City. Mow with attitude.
Hey, you looking for a reliable propane supplier? Look no further than Burnett Dairy Propane. Proud to serve you, providing top-notch propane services all year round, offering convenient delivery options and flexible payment plans that suit your schedule and budget. Trust the experts in the field, Burnett Dairy Propane. Call them today at 715-689-1032 or visit them online at burnettdairy.com. Burnett Dairy Propane, your dependable propane partner.
Back here on 106.5 FM, AM 1350, Ethan Game Day Gilman with you here for the pregame. It is homecoming week here for the Dragons, and we're talking a little bit of volleyball now here as we come back from a commercial break. And looking at some of the stats here for Pine City on the season, they are 12-7 on the year right now, ranked third in their section, which is 7AA. Now that is split up into two parts, SS1 and SS2. I can't tell you the difference other than the SS2 teams are more northern Minnesota. The SS1 teams are more central Minnesota. That's the main difference that I can tell between them. But Pine City, again, 12-7 on the year. Looking at their section record, they're 4-2. Of course, they do have that one loss to Rush City, which is also their only loss in the conference right now. They're at 5-1 in the conference is this Pine City volleyball team. They're tied right now second with Mille Lacs. So you've got everybody chasing Rush City this year. The last couple of years, Rush City has been on top of the conference. They've won 2 conference titles in a row, looking for their third this year, but both Mille Lacs and Pine City are going to try to dethrone them here this year. Pine City going to have a chance later on in the year as we're looking at the schedule. Next Tuesday on the 10th, they will have that chance down in Rush City against the Tigers to try and get a victory over the Tigers, to try and hold pace with them to try and capture that conference crown. But they will play Mille Lacs here, their second to last game of the season. That is October 12th, so that is next Thursday. It's going to be a fun week of volleyball here for Pine City. Then they'll wrap it up with Ogilvie on Tuesday the 17th. And we talk about the future to now go backwards a little bit, as we'll talk about their week of play so far this week. They played Mora on Monday. It's been a busy week so far for the volleyball team, but they beat Mora on Monday 3-2. That was a fun matchup there for them. They were leading 2-1 going into the fourth set. It kind of looked like they were going to kind of not necessarily run away with it, but they did a good job to build up a little bit of a lead. But Mora just all of a sudden turned the tables on Pine City and had everything going their way. And that's kind of been the case for the Dragons this year. It seems like when the mistakes are happening or the momentum is shifting, it's compounding into multiple things. And that's what Pine City, I think, going forward will look at and go, okay, when something happens, we need to make sure it doesn't have that snowball effect and go into more. And they've done a good job of that. They faced some fantastic teams here, top 10 teams the last couple of weeks, one of them being Rush City, the number 1 team in the section. Of course, then they also faced Hermantown, a top 10 team in Class 3A, and then they played Hinckley, Finlayson, and Mora. Those are 2 tough teams. Anytime they play, it seems like Hinckley, Finlayson, and Mora always give Pine City a run for their money. No matter the season each team is having, it's always a close battle, and it seems to be that way each and every year. It was the same case this year, as Pine City lost to both Rush City and Hermantown by a total score of 6-1, and they only scored once in those 7 sets, or scored once. They scored first once in those 7 sets. So a little bit of a difficult thing there for Pine City going into Hinckley Finlayson. They were able to score first twice in that one. But again, they want to be scoring first, and that seems to be something that helps them going forward in sets, is being able to score first, because when they did score first against Hinckley Finlayson, that kind of proved to be the key for them to kind of run away with the sets, as they were able to get the victory over Hinckley Finlayson 3-2. And again, going into Mora, kind of the same case, except the energy seemed to be there. The mistakes were not compounding like they were the previous weeks. They had the momentum. Mora took one, as is expected with when you battle between teams like this. But Pine City was able to go up 2-1. They fell in that fourth set, tied it at 2. They came back in the fifth and final and just said, you know what? Let's go forward. Let's forget about the past. Let's just score one at a time. And they did a good job. I talked about it before with this team, kind of just forcing yourself out of the mistakes. forcing yourself to win, because sometimes it just might be a bad night for you. You might not have the symmetry that you're hoping for along the teammates. Sometimes you just got to force yourself to win, force yourself to get that point. And they've done a good job of that, digging themselves out of some of these holes that they've been in and being able to come back and get those victories. That is huge for them. They went on to beat East Central as well on Tuesday, 3-1. They gave up 1 set, but then came back and really just rocked the rest of it. And so another win there for them. Still waiting on results from the Bram game that happened here on Thursday night. As soon as we get those, I'll get them to you. Maybe even during the game here between Pine City Proctor, we'll be able to get you those results. But that's another good conference matchup. Bram is a very tough team, even though they're not having the season they'd hoped for. Still a good team. So with that, we'll take another commercial break, hear a word from our fine sponsors. Then when we come back, we'll talk about homecoming itself, the king and queen, and we'll even have an interview later on with the homecoming king. You're listening to Football, the pregame for homecoming here on WCMP.
Joe and the gang at Roddy Motors say, "Go Mustangs!" Well, of course, he's got 2 boys on the varsity squad. He's born and raised in Mustang country, voted Reader's Choice Best Dealer in Kanabec County 2 years in a row. That's what you call a repeat champ. And he offers vehicles of all makes and models, can get you financed on site, and put you and your new vehicle before the Mustangs take on next week's opponent. When you need a quality new vehicle, make your way to Roddy Motors in Mora or visit roddymotors.com.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350, WCMPradio.com. Ethan Game Day Gilman here, and continuing on with our pregame coverage here for homecoming, talking about the homecoming king and queen, the royalty for homecoming here this year. And it's 2 athletes, and I think it seems like every other year there's at least one, or if not both, are an athlete. But this year we have both king and queen are athletes, very talented athletes, 2 athletes that have been part of this Pine City program for years and years. And the king and queen were announced earlier this week, and that was King Matt Blake and Queen Allison Unversat. I apologize. I've been calling tennis for years now, and I still haven't gotten that last name down. You think by now it'd just be second nature. It's not for some reason, but those are the king and queen here for homecoming for Pine City. Of course, Allison plays tennis for the Dragons tennis team, and they are doing really well this year. I don't think they've lost a match so far going into the playoffs. So a very good team trying to make it back to state for the 3rd year in a row. It's the 4th year in a row that they got the conference title. So a very good year. And of course, Allison, one of the team leaders, the senior leaders for that Pine City tennis team, and she is just a great person to be around. And she's also, I know last year she helped manage the basketball team for the boys, so she's involved in so much of Pine City High School, and she deserves to be the queen. It is so great to hear her. And then Matt Blake, one of the senior captains for this Dragon football team, was voted as the king. Of course, we'll have an interview with him later about that, but for this football team, he has done it all. He played offensive line earlier in the season just because they needed him to, and he said, yes, I'll do it. I'll do whatever it takes to help this team. Then he has since switched back to tight end and plays outside linebacker, so this young man really does it all, but he also is staying focused in the classroom, and that's all you can hope for, because again, it is a student athlete, and these two have done an exemplary job of making sure that they have that known, that they are a student athlete. So king and queen, Matt Blake and Allison Unversat, I apologize, but we'll take another quick commercial break. Then when we come back, we will have some interviews coming your way from the players and coaches here for the Dragons. So we'll come back here after a word from our fine sponsors, get more of the pregame here on Dragons Homecoming here, Friday Night Lights on WCMP.
Hinkley Towing.
Hi, I'm on the side of the highway with a flat. Can you help me?
On the way.
Hinkley Towing?
Yep, How can we help?
We just had an accident and don't know where to bring the vehicle.
No sweat. We'll come out now and bring you back to our collision center.
Hinckley Towing. Experienced drivers, state-of-the-art trucks, and 24/7 service. For Hinckley Towing, call 320-385-4049 anytime. Hinckley Towing, 320-385-4049 anytime.
Wellia Health is here to keep you feeling your best so you can enjoy all the things you love best. You can count on us for your eye exams, mental health services, rehabilitation, wellness exams, urgent care, and much more. At Wellia Health, our goal is to help you live life well. Let Wellia Health help you get back to your best. Give us a call today to set up an appointment. 320-679-1313. WelliaHealth.org.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Game Day Gilman out here at Dragons football practice. It's homecoming week here for the Pine City Dragons. I'm joined by one of the seniors here for Pine City, Tucker Kubish. First of all, thanks for joining me.
Yeah, no problem.
And you've been out the last couple of weeks due to injury. How does it feel to be back?
It feels pretty good. I'm glad to be back on homecoming. I was hoping for last week, but homecoming's a little better.
Absolutely. And you got to see a different perspective of the game standing on the sidelines. What was that like, and did you take anything away from that?
Yeah, it was definitely different watching from the sidelines. You got to see a lot more than when you're in the game. And I definitely took a little bit away from it. Like, I can't blame anybody else other than myself on some of them plays. Like, you just see it off the sidelines a lot different.
Absolutely, and looking back to that game there last week against Mora, two winless teams going into that one, what did you take away from that one as a player?
It was a tough component going out there. We kind of knew that. They were fighting for their first win as well. And, the field conditions didn't help at all. It was muddy. Everybody was having fun, though. So, other than that, I just, you got to go out there and play hard.
Absolutely. It looks like it's going to be another muddy game here this week. How's that for you? Homecoming, another muddy game, and another good game it should be as well.
I think it's going to be fun.
Absolutely. And looking at you as a football player, when did you start playing football?
Probably flag football, so like kindergarten, first grade area, yeah, something like that.
Awesome. And when you're out on the field, or maybe it's this practice field, what's something that motivates you to keep going and getting better?
Just the game. I get to go out there and play it every Friday night, and I only got probably 3 games left after next week, so just keep motivated for that.
Absolutely, and talk about that as a senior too, because now you realize that this is some of the last times you'll be stepping out on this field and some of the other fields as well. What is that like, and what does it mean to you?
I get more pride going out there knowing that, like, if I put it all out here, I have nothing to walk away from. I should be happy with myself on that.
Absolutely, and you've played some really tough teams up to this point in the season, although a winless Mora team, still a very physical team. What do you think that has given your team now going forward in these last couple weeks of the regular season?
I think it's just help us come together more as a team and have an understanding that no matter what, you go out there and play your best, the result will come out on your end, hopefully,
And other than staying healthy, what's something you hope to kind of improve on this week, just looking at maybe yourself and also this team?
Well, I got to put a tight end a little bit this week, so I'm hoping to get a pass and maybe going for a touchdown.
There you go. That'd be fun. So what has that transition been like to tight end?
Definitely different. Never ran a route in my life, so I'm just starting to learn. It's a big deal.
It should be pretty fun seeing you out there at tight end. And now looking at it, what is something you personally want to see maybe just you and the team accomplish here on Friday for homecoming?
I think go out there and hopefully beat Proctor. Last year we were very competitive. A lot of their players, they got some back, but they switched up positions to new positions. And, they're a good team, but I think we're very compatible with them.
Absolutely, and it should be a good one as well. And last thing for you here, is there anyone that you want to shout out?
I couldn't think of anybody right now.
That's all right, putting you on the spot. Well, thank you, Tucker, for joining me, and good luck on Friday.
Thank you, no problem.
Back out here at Dragons football practice, I'm now joined by another one of the Dragons seniors and homecoming king, Matt Blake. First of all, Matt Blake, congratulations on being voted homecoming king.
Thank you.
And what does that mean for you to be the homecoming king here on your senior year?
It means a lot. It means that I'm assuming that's why people pick me, because people look up to me and stuff. They respect me. They see me as a leader and stuff. So hopefully that's why they chose me.
Absolutely, and you also get to represent your team here on Friday night against Proctor. Talk about that matchup coming up.
I think it's a pretty good matchup. Both teams have a similar record, I think. It's going to be a pretty good battle. They got some athletes. We got some athletes. We're just going to go out, have a little mud game again, just like Mora, and bang up. So it'll be good.
And what is something that you're hoping your team can improve on here going into Friday's game?
Hoping we can just improve on our defense. I feel like our defense just sometimes we overreact a little bit and we just don't stay low and wrap up. So if we could just focus on that, I think we'll do fine.
Absolutely. And last thing for you here, want to shout out anybody?
I'll shout out my mom, I guess.
That's always a good option. Well, thank you again for joining us, and good luck on Friday.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks so much to both Matt Blake and Tucker Kubish for taking time out of their practice schedules to come and do an interview with us. We greatly appreciate it. Of course, we love getting the seniors and the football players an interview. Love getting them on camera so that they can get the exposure that they deserve. Of course, that's why we do this. It is all about the athletes that we cover, and we are so thankful that they are able to take time out of their busy practice schedule to come and do an interview with us. Gives them a little bit of a break there during practice, but appreciate them. Of course, Tucker Kubish, he'll be playing a little bit of tight end here this Friday. Maybe we'll see a little trick play, a little pass to him here in this game here this evening against Proctor on homecoming night. I mean, it's homecoming. Why not pull out a trick play? Give it to the big old lineman and let him do his thing. Of course, he's talked about it. You heard in that interview. It'd be fun to see a guy like him be able to get a touchdown here on homecoming night. But again, thanks to Matt Blake, voted the king this week of homecoming for the Dragons. So now, after a word from our fine sponsors yet again, we'll go into another interview. We'll hear from the co-head coaches, Fort and Berger, and then we'll have more for you coming up on the pregame here on WCMP.
A duo that is perfect together. That's Dale's Heating and Appliance and Lennox. Dale's is your local Lennox dealer that's committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. With a wide assortment of options, Dale's will ensure your home's air is top quality. Call Dale's today or visit them at dalesheatingandappliance.com and ask how you can save on your next AC unit. Lennox and Dale's, the perfect duo. Dealer number E06356.
With Bad Boy's patented Easy Ride and Gen 2 independent suspension, heavy-duty American-made steel construction, and legendary muscle, there's no mower that brings more comfort, durability, power, and value to mowing pros and homeowners than a Bad Boy mower. Mow with an attitude. It's the driving force behind every mower we build in the good old USA. Our promise to lead the industry in innovation and performance. Available only at Stan's Equipment Center in Pine City. Mow with an attitude.
Game Day Gilman now joined by co-head coach, Coach Berger. First of all, thanks so much for joining me.
Yep, thanks for coming out.
And taking away from last week's game, what were your impressions from that game there against Mora?
I liked our physicality up front. Conditions made it kind of tough. A lot of missed tackles, bouncing off guys. We just got to do a better job of wrapping up. We all think we're on the Madden hit stick control or trying to knock guys out, but I liked our physicality up front. That's something that we have not been as good as the years gone by, but just got to finish tackles.
And you talked about forcing Mora to go more than 5-6 plays in a drive. You did that their very first drive of the game. Ultimately, they wound up scoring, but looking back, that has to be a positive thing going forward to look at.
Yeah, you force them to eat up the clock. It's the way our offense should be operating as well. We're just struggling to get those first downs. But yeah, it makes the offense go down, eat up clock, and force them to earn it. There's not a lot of teams that can go 8 to 12 plays without fumbling, getting a penalty, getting behind the sticks.
And it seemed like on Friday night against Mora, it was just the big plays, the gap plays that were really something that hurt this defense on Friday. Other than that, it seemed like all their plays came, for the most part, on those big chunk plays.
Yeah, they do a nice job. They got the outside toss and that inside buck and the power and that trap, and we're trying to guess which one to shut down. We're just trying to bring a lot of pressure and try and slow them down, make them change direction. But yeah, they're difficult to defend, and those big plays. I think they had the big pass play right before the half. They lull you to death with the run and then hit that pass. So they got that one on us, the wheel out of the backfield. And then I think it was an inside trap play. But it's difficult to defend. There's a lot of times I don't even know which guy has the ball. They do a really nice job on their mesh and their fakes in the backfield.
And looking at your defense here from Friday, was there any player or even position group that you felt like stepped up on that defense?
Ashton Moore, he really showed up on the film, particularly on that first series. There were 3 or 4 plays where he did a really nice job taking on that kick-out block, and he held his ground. And when we brought pressure into that B gap to assist him, we shut down that play to that side. Kayla Hogberg showed up later in the game, helping us out on the other end. Safety Evan Denz had quite a few missed tackles, but there were also some really nice plays that he made. Logan Klecki, I already mentioned. But yeah, those guys really kind of showed up defensively for us last week.
And the offense eliminated their turnovers here for you guys, and you were able to create one, I believe, there on Friday. Looking at it together, that's got to feel good.
Yeah, I actually giggle because they blew the whistle and the ball was still laying there. No one was on it. And I think Merrick just turned around and went, oh, here you go. That's how we got our turnover. But yeah, no, that's one area that you got to clean up. If you're going to have success, you got to be able to maintain possession of the ball. And generally, a team that wins the turnover battles tends to be more successful.
And again, the field this week going to be similar conditions to last week, if not maybe a little bit worse. So for the defense, what is something that you're looking for to get out of them here this week?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting over the next 48 hours to see. But they rolled the field, and the field actually looks pretty good over there. It's soft, so if it's wet conditions, hopefully that slows down Proctor's pass game. They're a little bit of a balance, spread you out, throw the ball, and then their option. They got some power run and stuff that they'll do. So, we'll see if our field can force them to be one-dimensional, but I imagine they're going to stay pretty balanced. Just got to do a better job of maintaining lanes and make some plays.
And looking to their offense, you kind of mentioned it. Is there a group or a player that you're looking out for, making sure you guys keep an eye on?
Number 22, he's their quarterback. He likes to drop back and just kind of force some one-on-one situations and try and make a play. He's got a pretty strong arm. He can throw 40, 50 yards downfield and looks pretty effortless. So pretty good quarterback, just a really good athlete, but he'll be a guy to watch for on Friday night.
And this will be a little bit of a different week here for these defensive backs because they mainly all year it's been defending the run, but now this week against a team like Proctor, they'll be probably dropping back a lot more often.
Yeah, they'll show up more. Their mistakes are going to show up if they have any. But yeah, they got to be ready to come and play and make a play on the ball.
And how tough is that for them because they have to worry about both the pass and helping in defending the run?
Yeah, we work it. They're ready for it. They're prepared. We have our coverages in, and that's nice about this group is we don't have to stick with one coverage. They're a pretty bright group, so we can go to a man coverage if we need to go man. We can stick in zone if we need to go in zone. So we're able to have that flexibility with this group.
And something that may not be talked about enough is the special teams here for this team. The return game, it seems like every asset of this special teams group is doing really well. Sadly, you've had to punt a lot more than you guys would have liked, but it has all looked pretty darn good.
Yeah, we'd like to get our extra point team on the field. Giggle, I tease Coach Ford on that one quite a bit. But, yeah, our teams are getting better each week. We went from that punt team struggling with that snap to we've had 3 weeks, I think, of clean football, punt return, had some success up at Hibbing, and then our kick return team last week really did a nice job setting up our offense. And really, we just really need to get some first downs, and that'll help our guys, give them confidence. But yeah, no, there's been improvement on that side of the ball.
And before we let you go, Coach, is there anything else that you wanted to add?
Nope. Go Dragons, and hope everyone enjoys their homecoming evening.
Thanks so much for joining me. Good luck on Friday.
All right. Thanks, gang.
Game day, Gilman back out here at Dragons football practice. I'm now joined by one of the co-head coaches for Pine City, Coach Fort. First of all, thanks so much for joining me.
Hey, thank you very much on homecoming week.
Absolutely, and take us through your thoughts on last week's game. Offense seemed to be a little bit slow, but seemed to get things going as the game progressed.
Morris defense is very good. We knew they were pretty impressive. We knew they were a good group. I was proud of our guys that we didn't turn the ball over a ton. We managed to eliminate some of those easy things like handoffs and getting the ball from our quarterback, from the center to the quarterback. We were slow. We weren't explosive at all. Every time we thought we had a big play, they did a nice job of making plays in the interior. Their backers did a nice job flowing, and their defensive line kept us at bay. So they did a nice job defensively. They're well coached.
And what does it take for this team to kind of get going? I know you kind of talked about it, and there were a bunch of times where on film it looks like it's going to be a big play, but you mentioned that defense filling the gaps really well. Is it more of just getting to that second level? Is it the running backs, or is it kind of everything combined?
Right now, it's getting our offensive line to get a good push. If you looked at us last week, the first series, we really focused on getting low and getting off the ball, and the guys really took hold of that. And as the day progressed and as the quarter progressed, you could just see it throughout the game. The guys continued to stand up higher and higher, and all of a sudden you lose that battle up front, and all of a sudden our running backs don't have any place to go, and that makes it tough for a running back when there's no hole and there's no push.
And you mentioned the turnovers. You eliminated those last week, especially on a muddy field. That has to feel good as a coach.
You know what? We practice in it all week long. Our guys get a great hang of it. If you just take a look at us out here today, there's nothing but mud. There's nothing but very little grass out here, and the guys get used to it, and that's where we thought ball control would have to be important. I was proud of the way we handled the ball. We really did a nice job, and the conditions were very poor, and we overcame.
And that passing game, again, this is a run-first team, but the pass game kind of showed a little bit that it can get the job done at some points in the game. How do you feel about that going forward?
We're asking AJ right now as a running back to play quarterback, and we thought the first week he did so against Denfeld, we thought he did a nice job, and then we took a huge step back against Hibbing, and now we took a big step forward again. I agree. I think AJ is doing a nice job pressing the line of scrimmage. He found some open guys. We missed some wide open guys. If you look at it, it's like, AJ, you saw it. Now get him the ball. He's only 6 yards away, and he knows it, and he's got a lot of pressure right now to try to fulfill those needs for us. But we're going to open up the passing game more and more moving forward because we need to. We got to stretch the defense, and we haven't been able to do that.
For sure. And looking at this week, what is one of the things that you were hoping to improve on before Friday's night's game against Proctor?
Yeah, execution. Execution is number one. Just getting all 11 guys moving to the right spot, getting off the ball, being physical, being aggressive. Number two is throwing the ball. We got to find ways to loosen up the defense and throw the ball, and we're going to do so early.
And what is the concern on the Proctor's defensive side of the ball player position?
Number 76 in the middle, he plays nose tackle. He's very good. If we don't get two bodies on him, you're going to see him in the backfield every single play. He will split a defense or split an offensive line very quickly. Number 22 is probably their best athlete. He plays Mike backer for him, and he flows downhill, and we've got to make sure we know where he's at. Those are the two bright spots of their defense, and they're both very good at what they do.
And going back to this passing game for this offense, some of the guys who maybe don't catch the ball a ton, like Jace Preston, made an impressive catch in that game. And again, going forward, that's got to be encouraging to see as an offensive coach.
We do. We have to put the ball in the hands of our playmakers, and Jace is one of those guys. And just getting it to them is the big thing. And I can just think of a couple of plays that we had guys wide open. We threw it behind them. But yeah, Jace made a nice catch. Derek Kinn's been a threat for us. Getting more guys involved will be important this week, and getting that offense going.
And looking at that offensive side of the ball on that first drive, what would you like to see from that offense, that very first drive of the game?
We talked about it last week. It's 10 yards at a time, and we had no big plays last week where we broke a big play. And this week, I'd like to see us get to that 10-yard mark without waiting for that fourth down push. Looking back to last week, we were at 4th and 1. We were right where we wanted to be with our offense. Our offense is designed for 3 to 4 yards. We got 3 yards each time for the first 3 plays, and then we got stuffed. And that was a big momentum shift, just like Hebby the week before in the fumble. We got to get first downs, and we got to chunk away, and hopefully get that big play.
And looking at special teams, maybe not something that we have talked about enough. These returners that you have back there, whether it's punt returner, kick returner, they're doing an tremendous job returning the ball. It seems like each and every week they're just continuing to get better, but it's not just them, it's the blocking as well.
Our kick return has been our brightest spot. Our average kick return is 40, 42 yards as where we're at on the return. We couldn't ask for a better return right now for our offense to start. And they've done a great job when we take care of the ball on the punt return side of things. We can force teams to punt. They've been very good as well. Our blocking's been pretty spectacular. And if you look at it on film, we're only one guy away from big plays and touchdowns. So if we can break one of those this week, that'd be pretty fun.
For sure, and sticking with this offense real quick, Tucker Kubish is back this week. Got to be encouraging to have him back, but also maybe sneaking him in there at a couple different positions as well.
We are. We're going to put Tucker at some tight end this week, try to get some more physical look there at our tight end spot. And he has already in the first couple of days. He's shown a difference for us, and he brings that physical part of us.
And Coach, before we let you go, is there anything else that you wanted to add?
Just excited about homecoming week. We're pretty pumped.
Well, thank you so much for joining me, and good luck on Friday.
Hey, thank you, sir.
Back here on 106.5 FM, AM 1350, WCMPradio.com. Ethan Game Day Gilman bringing you the pregame here. And I want to thank the co-head coaches, Fort and Berger, for taking time out of their busy practice schedule to do interviews with us. We appreciate that. Of course, Fort talked about getting that passing game going a little bit more. I don't think we've had a passing game. I know when I played, there wasn't much of one, and just because we were a run-first team, and they continue to be, that's kind of small-town football is how it works. You run first, but Pine City maybe going to open up that passing game just a little bit more here this week against Proctor. Maybe match their energy because we know Proctor likes to pass. And speaking of that, Coach Berger mentioned how the DBs are going to have a little bit more work here this week and how they've been working on it during practice and how they will be ready. He says they're ready. So I expect them to do really well in coverage here on Friday night here. This evening, it is homecoming night. So again, we appreciate all the guys who did an interview with us. Blake, Berger, Fort, and of course Tucker Kubish, the other senior, as well. So we'll send it back to the studios now and finish up the pregame, and then we'll be back for the Kettle River Pizza kickoff here on WCMP. It is Friday Night Lights, and it's Pine City Dragons homecoming.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
A Lennox air source heat pump is a high-efficiency air conditioning unit that can also heat your home or business efficiently during the spring and fall. It's more economical than heating with propane. Have Dale's Heating and Appliance install your Lennox air source heat pump. Dale's offers a personalized focus and free estimates. Ask Dale's how you can receive up to $1,250 rebates for your air source heat pump system installed in 2023 with 0% financing. Visit Dale'sHeatingAndAppliance.com. Conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350, WCMPradio.com. Again, thanks to both Fort and Berger for those interviews. It's been a tough season here for Pine City, a little bit of a challenging one. Right now, they are still winless on the season, 0-5, but looking at the schedule, they haven't played slouch teams here. Grand Rapids, Pequot Lakes, Duluth, Marshall, Mora. Then they get Two Harbors and Esco at the end of the season. It is just, it's a crazy tough schedule for anybody. I mean, if that was Esco's schedule, it would be nuts. If that was Grand Rapids' schedule, it would be even crazy. So it's been a tough schedule, but there are some things that they're looking to and hoping to improve on here before the playoffs, and that's what you really hope for. Yes, you can have a down year record-wise and may not play the best during the regular season, but if, those last two games or that last week and a half, you're really getting things going, that's what's really important. Obviously, you want to win games. That's obvious, but that last week or so of play is really when you want to get things clicking. And if they can do that before playoffs, they might be able to sneak up on a team. Right now, they are currently last in Section 5-3A. They would go to Annandale for that playoff game. I know, talking about playoffs, it just seems like we started the season. It's quite crazy how fast the season does go. But yeah, so they're last in the section right now. They'd head to Annandale for the first round of the playoffs. Not an easy team, but let's not forget, a few years back, Pine City was an underdog. They came in, I believe, with a 3-5 record to Annandale's 7-1 or undefeated record. It was something like that. They went in and beat Annandale. I think it was like 36-24, something like that. They went on to go and beat yet another team in the quarterfinals. So it is not impossible to look at this team and go, they might actually be able to be underdogs and go on a little bit of a run. That's not out of the question, but obviously the focus turns here tonight to Homecoming, and then next week to Harbors, and then the week after that to Esco. But looking at some of the things here for as you heard the coaches say, just kind of want to reiterate the passing game might become more of a factor here the last couple of weeks. And why not? The run game, it's been there, but it hasn't. It's been teetering. They've had games where it can be there, and then the defense of the opposing team does a good job to shut it down, but then Pine City needs to come back and figure it out. They're doing so, but then they seem to take steps back. That's what kind of these head coaches are talking about. If they can stay consistent in the run game, get that push up front, then get them to the second level, this run game is really going to have some fun. But you've got A.J. Austinson, the backup quarterback here for, unfortunately, Austin Weiner, who went down with an injury earlier in the season. He's come in and done a good job. It's not easy to come in and play quarterback. You might be saying to yourself, well, it's just handing the ball off. Well, yes and no, because you have to know which way to turn. You have to take the snap. It's not as easy as it looks. So Austinson's done a good job. He showed off that he does have an arm. He can throw it. It's just about getting those mechanics down, the timing down, and just hitting the receivers when they're open and not second guessing. And if you're not a quarterback who's done it for years, it's very easy to second guess. So Austinson playing a new position. He's done a great job so far. I'm excited to see what they do with the pass game here. Both offensively and defensively, turnovers are another big thing. We heard him talk about it. Creating those turnovers to get the ball back for the offense, and lessening the turnovers on the offensive side so the defense doesn't have to be out there, out of the 48 minutes of the game, they don't have to be out there 36 minutes. That's one of the biggest things, because when you're a school like this, all these schools in this area play two ways. Their players do. So you've got guys who are playing both ways, having to go out on defense for that long, then come back on offense. It's not easy to do. And then one of the things that they want to do defensively is stop the run. They've actually been pretty good against the pass, believe it or not. They have. They've done a really good job. You'd think, well, they defend the run all season. How can they be good against the pass? These defenders do a good job of staying glued to the receivers, and they have done a good job all season long of that. And they'll have to do that again tonight here against Proctor, that really likes to spread the ball around, as we heard from Coach Berger. They've got a quarterback who can sling it, so that'll be something we keep an eye on here during this game. Of course, Proctor comes in with a 1-4 record. The only win on the season was over Hibbing. That was 32-12. That's where it kind of gets confusing. Now, Pine City lost to Hibbing, but they also had a plethora of turnovers. Eliminate those turnovers, we might be talking about Pine City with a win here, and then you go in and say, well, Proctor beat Hibbing, but Proctor's only won one game so far this year. This is a very winnable game again for Pine City. So coming into tonight, it's homecoming. The fans are going to be there, parents, grandparents, cousins, third, fourth cousins, twice removed. Everyone's going to be there. It's homecoming night. It just has that more electric atmosphere as a player that you want. And I wouldn't be surprised if Pine City comes out and puts a whooping on the Proctor Rails here tonight at home. At homecoming, they lost, I think, by 6 last year in Proctor. So Pine City's due. Can they get their first win of the season here tonight? We'll have to wait and find out. Of course, homecoming always has some sort of special event at halftime. We will have some flag football at halftime. Yeah, some of the younger kids are going to be out there playing flag football on the field that the big kids play on. I think that's such a special opportunity for those kids to be able to do that. So that'll be fun. We'll probably get that on camera as well, just to get them a little recognition. They'll be the up-and-coming players in, 5-6 years that we'll be talking to for these interviews now. So we'll have all that and more coming your way in just a little bit. Again, I want to give a huge shout out to both the players, Matt Blake, the homecoming king, and to Tucker Kubesh, and both the coaches Berger and Fort for taking time out of their practice schedule to do those interviews with us. We greatly appreciate it. It means so much to us to be able to do that and get those guys on camera and bring those interviews to you, because I know that you enjoy it. I definitely enjoy it. And the coaches certainly love getting those players the recognition, as do we, that they deserve. But coming up very shortly, kickoff. And again, before I forget, huge shout out to Joe Keyport behind the camera for getting this all set up and ready for me. It wouldn't be possible without him. It looks so good due to his work. So huge shout out to Joe Keyport for running everything. We appreciate the work that he does, not just for me, but also for the station as well. Great news director. So that just about does it here for the pregame on WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350. Don't forget the Kettle River Pizza Kickoff coming up here in just a few moments, so stay tuned for that. We'll have that and more. That does it, though, for me for the pregame on Dragons Homecoming Night as they host the Proctor Rails tonight. 0-5, looking for their first win on the season. Can they get it done? We'll find out in just a little bit how that will look. But that does it here for the pregame on WCMP. Stay tuned for kickoff in just a moment.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit KettleRiverPizza.com to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today.
Want to make some extra money this holiday season? Then join Burnett Dairy Cooperative's Cheese Store Holiday Crew. They're looking for temporary employees to assist with gift box orders from October 1st through January 6th. This position is scheduled Sunday through Thursday from 12 to 8 p.m. with an hourly rate of $14 per hour and an end-of-the-season retention bonus. Call 715-689-2170 or apply online at burnettdairy.com and click on Careers.
Yeah, can you believe it? We're already running a holiday ad here this year for Burnett Dairy. They need some help for their holiday season. Ethan Game Day Gilman here, and we're getting set for the Kettle River Pizza Kickoff. Some technical difficulties here early on. We will try our best to get those fixed here before we head deeper into the game. Right now, we're trying to figure it out right now, but currently we're hooked up to the huddle. We're not great internet right now, so we are trying to continue to get that fixed as we go along. But we will get our Kettle River Pizza Kickoff here in on the screen. Kettle River Pizza is a great way to fundraise for your team/organization. You can visit KettleRiverPizza.com to get started. Kettle River Pizza is the delicious, locally made frozen pizzas. Pick one up on your way home from the game tonight, or stop in their Ascove location and buy in bulk and save. The Kettle River Pizza Kickoff. And here's the boot. It'll be pulled in by the Dragons. I believe that's Dens. Dens will cut it off the right side, then cut it back up the field, past the 35, and it's a decent return there for Pine City. And again, if you heard that pregame, the coaches talked about it. That's been their bright spot all season long, has been the special teams play. They're really pleased with how their special teams are doing here so far to begin the season. And it shows you there. They'll get good starting field position at their own 39-yard line on homecoming night. So the Pine City Dragons will pick up about 6 yards to the 45, call it the 46-yard line. Gain of 6 there. Preston. And it'll be second down and 4 to go. Pine City gets to the line. They'll go out. 2 receivers to the left side of the formation. Austinson will take the snap. He'll give it off on the sweep to Dens. Dens looking to throw it downfield. Had a man open. That was Derek Kim, but we got a flag down in the backfield. And we'll see what 6-yard gain on first down, and then unfortunately a holding call like that. That'll set them back 10, and not ideal, especially on a drive that started so well after a good return. They'll move the ball back to the 35. Well, it's second and now 14, 15 yards to go. Again, I want to reiterate, we are working on the internet situation, so if you're thinking we have internet issues, well, we're getting those fixed. And run up the middle here for Pine City. And it'll be a short gain. Jace Preston on the carry. Pick up about 2 or 3 yards. Always out at the 43. It'll be third down and so maybe a third and short or even another first down. Dragons will have to go for it here on 3rd and 12 with 10.5 minutes to go. One receiver out in formation to the right. Austinson under center sends a man in motion left to right. He'll take the snap. He'll hand it up the middle to said man in motion, and he'll be stopped after a hard hit there. That is Jace Preston once again. Excuse me. Preston will get it to about the 42-yard line. Gain of 5 there. And that will bring up 4th down for Pine City. So the Dragons will look to punt it away. I believe that's Landon Ganote back to punt it. Here's the snap, and there's the punt. It's a high end-over-end kick. Proctor going to let it roll and stop it. It'll take a nice nosedive right inside the 30 to about the 26, and that's where Proctor will take over. So Proctor will take over inside their own 30. As we, again, will continue to try and figure out the internet situation on our end. Apologize for any issues there.
First and 10 Proctor from their own 26.
So Proctor will start from their own 26-yard line. Got 2 receivers out on the left. Now a man at around the tight end formation here on the right. It's a toss out wide to the right to number 24. That is, try and get that number here for you. The name, that is Anthony Busam. Busam. And Busam on the carry. I apologize, we don't have the correct pronunciation for that. So after that, it'll be a 4-yard gain for Busam. Receiver comes in motion from right to left. They'll give it on a foot. It'll be technically a pass there to number 2. That's Henry Moeller. And Moeller will be chased down by number 45 of Pine City. That is Rudy Gatsky on the tackle. And Henry Moeller with the catch and run of about 4 yards. Again, that is considered a pass there for Zach McPhee. So here's what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to quit this, try and see if this will work, and then we should be good to go. So if we get disconnected for a moment, apologize. So here we are. It's 3rd down and about 2 to go. Zach McPhee will take it himself up past the 45, but there's a flag down in the backfield, and I believe this will be coming back. It is. So a penalty there on Proctor, and this will come back. McPhee had the first down run, but that's going to move the ball back on that holding penalty. Well, the Dragons will have it, or excuse me, Proctor will. 3rd and 13 now after that holding penalty. And Pine City set up in a great spot here on defense to try and turn things around real early here in this one after they went back 10 yards on a holding call themselves. The receivers to the right, 2 to the left in the formation. That ball intended for number 17, Dane Omen. And Omen, after the Dragon defender fell, he did as well, so that'll bring up 4th down, and the Dragons catch a break. Good job there by Pine City getting that holding call. And then also, Proctor went for a deep throw. Again, McPhee has got an arm, but he overthrew him just a little bit, and the receiver tripped. So here is the punt. It's a little spiral punt that'll land at about the 45, roll past the 50, and it'll be down inside Dragon territory at their own 43-yard line. We'll take a quick commercial break. Hopefully we can get this internet figured out. You're listening to WCMP.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Back here on WCMP, still trying to figure out the internet situation, but a nice 4-yard gain there by Logan Kalecki on the Dragons' second possession of this first half. And they'll come back to line, power T formation, Austinson under center. Austinson takes the snap. He'll give it off the right side there. I believe that's Dens. Dens breaks off one tackle, then falls forward near the 50. But there's another flag in the backfield, and this one will probably be coming back. So second down and 16 now for Pine City. McPhee takes the snap. He rolls out to his right. He's looking, and he's tripped up from behind. Tripped up from behind. That is Matt Blake who got the sack that time. Matt Blake. Sack here on homecoming. And, well, it won't be a sack technically. He will pick up a couple yards. It'll pick up a 3 there for McPhee. But it will bring down 3. Mistake there by Jace Preston. The receiver completely stopped on the route. Preston walked. Again, we're having some internet. Goes backwards on that play with the big hit there. Oh, no, we've got a Pine City defender down.
All the local teams. And if your team is interested in fundraising, well, they've got you covered. Kettle River Pizza has years of experience in fundraising for local teams, organizations, and clubs. Their experience and the fact that Kettle River Pizza is an easy sell, your fundraiser is bound to be a great success. Visit Kettle River Pizza online and click on their fundraising tab. Kettle River Pizza, a winner every time. Grab a few at your local convenience or grocery store for after the game.
All right, settle down. Let's call the meeting of people that complain about everything all the time and never do anything about it to order. Any complaints?
Yeah, my heating bill's too high.
Oh, yeah? Well, Bobby just bought an outdoor furnace from Central Boiler, and he eliminated his heating bill.
What about the hot water?
Your local
It'll
Central...
be Proctor again, same formation. Sam Nyland with the catch of 55 yards once again. Same distance as his first, and that'll make it 14-0. On that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, their doctors are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. They'll all So the Rails lead now 14-0 with 9:52 to go. They'll have 6 receivers out in the formation. Looks like 3 down linemen, 1 running back. McPhee will hold on to it, and I think he got the ball over. He did. 16-0.
Two-point conversion is good by Zach McPhee for Proctor. With 9 minutes and 52 seconds remaining in the second quarter, Proctor 16, Pine City 0.
So 16-0 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Pine City timing the snap count. So if you're Pine City, run the hard count, and then maybe run some tosses to the outside to get him running up the middle, because they're just So Moeller with the boot. And taking it. Oh, he dropped it. But he will take it in, heads up off the left side. He got a block, and now on the sideline he tiptoes, and he's ran out past the 35 to about the 37-yard line. A fantastic job on returning kicks here. So the Dragons will start up at their own 37-yard line, but still decent field position for them. 9:45 to go here in the first half. Dragons trail 16-0. Austinson under center. He's got two receivers out on the left. He sends a man in motion, right to left. It's a jet sweep. Jace Preston off the right side. He's got to make a man miss. Plowing forward, falls forward near the first down for Jace Preston on that jet sweep, and they did just what I said they needed to. Get it on the outside. Preston. Get him on the outside. So a little power T formation. Receiver out wide to the left for Austinson. They're showing that blitz again, and they'll come with it. They'll give it up. Okay, we wish them nothing but the best. But another commercial break. Football on WCMP.
Joe and the gang at Roddy Motors say, "Go Mustangs!" Well, of course, he's got two boys on the varsity squad. He's born and raised in Mustang country, voted Reader's Choice Best Dealer in Canadian County.
Printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to
power, walk off the field. That's good news. Meanwhile, it's going to be 1st down and 10 here for Pine City. Run up the middle, and he's got a huge lane to run through, and all the way down to the 30-yard line there for the Dragons. Daniel Milliman. What a run there. But now,
how can we help?
We just had an accident and don't know where to bring the vehicle.
No sweat. We'll come out now and bring you back to our collision center.
Hinckley Towing. Experienced drivers, state-of-the-art trucks, and 24/7 service. For Hinckley Towing, call 320-385-4049 anytime. Hinckley Towing, 320-385-4049 anytime.
Wellia Health is here to keep you feeling your best so you can enjoy all the things you love best. You can count on us for your eye exams, mental health services, rehabilitation, wellness exams, urgent care, and much more. At Wellia Health, our goal is to help you live life well. Let Wellia Health help you get back to your best. Give us a call today to set up an appointment. 320-679-1313.
They'll look out to the left. That's just in front of the intended receiver there for Proctor. That was number 11, Drew Grakowski. So an incomplete pass. They've thrown the ball 8 times. Oh, and then the defender again.
Your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
A duo that is perfect together. That's Dale's Heating and Appliance and Lennox. Dale's is your local Lennox dealer that's committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. With a wide assortment of options and appliance.com. And ask how you can save on your next AC unit. Lennox and Dale's, the perfect duo. Dealer number E06356.
4th down and 9. Trips formation for Proctor. They'll roll out to the left to Will McPhee. McPhee, he slipped, he's down! Oh, no. There's no way he was able to see the quarterback was down. The quarterback was getting up. He was just making sure the play was over. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yep. Oh, my goodness. So, wait a minute. So it's going to be Pine City ball. Oh, I don't know. So okay, I'm confused. Apparently it's Pine City ball, but they called the late hit on. So it was a dead ball play. So because of the dead ball play's over, Pine City would have had the ball anyways. They'll just get the penalty tacked on to where their starting field position is. Well, I guess that's good. Pine City sadly takes the penalty, but they will get the ball back. Only 25 seconds left. I do believe they'll have 2 timeouts. They'll start at their own 11. So maybe not a ton of time to do much, but maybe just get one more jab in at Proctor to go into halftime and say, hey, we're coming for you in this second half, and we're going to win. Two receivers out wide to the right for Austinson. Sends a man in motion from right to left, fakes the jet, gives it up the middle, and a nice room to run there for the ball carrier. I believe that was Kalecki, and it was. And he'll get it up to about the 20. I believe that's where they'll spot it. Just short at about the 19. Gain of 8 there for Logan Kalecki. So on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, 18 and a half seconds to go. Pine City trails by 4. They're going to talk about what to do here with 18 seconds left, and I think one more timeout to try and punch it into the end zone before half. It's a long ways to go, 81 yards, but it's not impossible. Of course, Embrace Orthodontics, your customized smile journey starts with that free consultation. The team at Embrace Orthodontics wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with custom White Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. Find out more at EmbraceMN.com. So Pine City trails by 4, 18 and a half seconds to go. We'll see what the Dragons decide to do here. 2nd and 2. 18 and a half seconds to go. Two receivers out wide to the left for Austinson, one on the right. Sends a man in motion from right to left. He'll take the snap and give it up the middle again. And that time it's Milliman up to the 25. And he'll pick up 6 and a first down. Pickup of 6. Clock will continue to run under 10 seconds to go here in the first half. Austinson man in motion again, left to right. Gives it up the middle again to Milliman, and then we get a late flag. And we're going to get a offsides here on Proctor. That'll help out Pine City a little bit. With 1.7 seconds left. 16-12, Pine City trails. Not a lot of plays in the book for 70 yards. And we'll get that final timeout here by Pine City. So again, it'll be 70 yards to go with 1.7 seconds here for Pine City. Now, if this was the fourth quarter, we'd be talking about laterals. Because it's halftime, maybe not. You don't want to give Proctor a chance to scoop and score right at half. You want to take the momentum you've built up in that first half, take it into halftime, come out, and smack Proctor in the mouth right away. I think that is the goal here for Pine City. You have had such a great first half, besides some mistakes here and there, but this is a very good first half for Pine City, considering those mistakes. Of course, both teams combined for over 11 turnovers. Turnovers. Yeah, that would be ridiculous. Penalties. 11 penalties here in this first Pine City. That will be something that will be discussed at halftime. Got to clean those up. 2 turnovers, 1 for each team. A ton of possessions here in the first half by both teams. This is Pine City's 7th. 13 total combined possessions. Here we go, 1.7 seconds to go. 2 receivers to the left, 1 on the right. Austinson under center. Going to be a quick throw out here to Peets, and he'll get it up to the 40. A pickup of 10, and I like the play. You get your quarterback confidence going into halftime, and maybe we'll see even more passing plays here in the second half for Pine City to try and get this Proctor defense spread out even more. We'll take a commercial break. When we come back, we'll recap the first half. Of course, this is the Arrowhead Transit halftime. Arrowhead Transit halftime. The Arrowhead Transit is your community ride. Arrowhead Transit, thanks so much for sponsoring the halftime here. Of course, also stay tuned. We're going to be giving away some Onion Head tickets. Yeah, stay tuned for that. We'll be giving away those as well. So, halftime here. Pine City trails on that Embracing Orthodontics scoreboard. 16-12. It's the Arrowhead Transit halftime here on WCMP. Stay tuned. We'll have the recap of this first half when we come back. You're listening to Homecoming Football on WCMP.
With Bad Boy's patented Easy Ride and Gen 2 independent suspension, heavy-duty American-made steel construction, and legendary muscle, there's no mower that brings more comfort, durability, power, and value to mowing pros and homeowners than a Bad Boy mower. Mow with an attitude. It's the driving force behind every mower we build in the good old USA. Our promise to lead the industry in innovation and performance. Available only at Stan's Equipment Center in Pine City. Mow with an attitude.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
A Lennox air source heat pump is a high-efficiency air conditioning unit that can also heat your home or business efficiently during the spring and fall. It's more economical than heating with propane. Have Dale's Heating and Appliance install your Lennox air source heat pump. Dale's offers a personalized focus and free estimates. Ask Dale's how you can receive up to $1,250 rebates for your air source heat pump system installed in 2023 with 0% financing. Visit Dale'sHeatingAndAppliance.com. Conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit KettleRiverPizza.com to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today.
Want to make some extra money this holiday season? Then join Burnett Dairy Cooperative's Cheese Store Holiday Crew. They're looking for temporary employees to assist with gift box orders from October 1st through January 6th. This position is scheduled Sunday through Thursday from 12 to 8 p.m. with an hourly rate of $14 per hour and an end-of-the-season retention bonus. Call 715-689-2170 or apply online at burnettdairy.com and click on Careers.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owners agency, Pine Insurance Agency at pineagency.us today.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Aw, man. Hinckley Collision.
Hell no. My new car?
Hinckley Collision is the right decision. Fender benders, major accident damage, or hail damage. Hinckley Collision is the right decision. With 24/7 towing and fast, friendly, professional service, their collision department will get you back on the road in no time. With decades of experience dealing with insurance carriers, make the call today. 320-384-7002. 320-384-7002.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you will embrace forever.
It's the Arrowhead Transit halftime here on WCMP. And before we give away those tickets, I want to take a look at this first half because oh my, what a first half it was, starting with the visiting Proctor Rails. They didn't do much rushing. They went 7 carries for 10 yards. It was the pass game where they did the damage. 6 for 10 was Zach McPhee for 168 yards. Of course, Moeller threw an incompletion, so that puts them at 6 for 11 for 168 yards. Total of 178 there in that first half. Catching both of the touchdowns for 110 yards on 2 catches was Sam Nyland. He keeps it up. He's going to be having Randy Moss numbers here in this game. 3 for, 163 and 3 touchdowns? Let's hope the Dragons can stop him here in this one. Of course, 6 possessions in that first half for Proctor. 6 penalties and a turnover, the Haley Newman turnover. On the other side for the Dragons, 7 possessions, 5 penalties, 1 turnover. Running the ball, 24 carries, 129 yards. They were 2 for 3 passing for 20 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns for 149 total yards of offense there in that first half. Leading the way was Logan Kalecki, 9 carries, 43 yards. Behind him was Jace Preston, 8 for 34. Then it was Daniel Milliman who came in and pounded the rock, 3 for 31. Pete's had 3 for 13, and Den's 1 for 8. Of course, as I mentioned, passing the ball 2 for 3 for 20 yards, and Derek Kind and Braxton Peets caught the ball on those passes. So, Dragons do trail at the Arrowhead Transit halftime, 16-12 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. But if you're looking for something to look at, my goodness, has Pine City turned the corner here in this game. They have taken a huge step forward. And again, I talked about it pregame in that pregame with you. Homecoming's a different atmosphere. It's so much more, there's so much energy in the stadium that it is different. It brings out a different team. And this Pine City team, man, if they keep playing like this, they're going to be a tough one to stop. And you're going into this half for Pine City, they didn't want to stop playing. There's no way they wanted to stop playing here in this first half. They definitely wanted to continue playing, but this halftime will give them a chance to come out and retake a lead here, or I should say take the lead for the first time here on the season. Yeah, believe it or not, they haven't held a lead this season. Can they come out at halftime, make a stop, get the ball back, and take their first lead of the season? Because, unfortunately, Proctor will get the ball to start the second half. But if you're Pine City, you're looking to that defense and you're saying, just keep doing what you're doing. Defensively, we'll talk about that a little bit later, but I think some of the things that they did there in that first half, man, were they tough on defense, and they were just bruising up that Proctor offense. And if you're Pine City, you're looking at so many good things going in to this second half. I think they're excited to get back out and start this second half of play. So we'll take another commercial break on this Arrowhead Transit halftime. We'll come back. I'll give you the keys to the second half for Pine City, and we'll also give away some tickets, some scary tickets. Yeah, Halloween tickets for you. I will give away some tickets here. We'll do what? We'll say about I think we've got, we'll give away 4 packs of 2. How about that? So we've got 8 tickets. We'll do 4 packs of 2 for you when we come back on the Arrowhead Transit halftime. You're listening to football on WCMP.
Hockey practice, running a business, heck, just enjoying your life. You've got better things to do. Let Jeff's Outdoor Services handle your lawn care and landscaping. Your home, your cabin, your business, they got you covered. They've been doing it since 1995, and they're good at it. Call today. Jeff's Outdoor Services. You do your thing, and they'll do theirs.
Hi, Rob.
Hey, why have you been so happy lately?
It's because I no longer pay for hot water.
What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water?
Well, I put in a central boiler outdoor furnace that heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water.
Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace?
Check with your local central boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Kettle River Pizza loves supporting all the local teams. And if your team is interested in fundraising, well, they've got you covered. Kettle River Pizza has years of experience in fundraising for local teams, organizations, and clubs, and they would like to help you too. With their experience and the fact that Kettle River Pizza is an easy sell, your fundraiser is bound to be a great success. Visit Kettle River Pizza online and click on their fundraising tab. Kettle River Pizza, a winner every time. Grab a few at your local convenience or grocery store for after the game.
All right, settle down. Let's call the meeting of people that complain about everything all the time and never do anything about it to order. Any complaints?
Yeah, my heating bill's too high.
Oh yeah, well Bobby just bought an outdoor furnace from Central Boiler and he eliminated his heating bill.
What about the hot water?
He eliminated that heating bill too.
What about his shop?
He heats that too.
I have no more complaints.
I think Central Boiler offers a solution to our complaints.
Save money on your cooling and heating bills. Visit northlandboilersales.com, your local Central Boiler sales dealer.
Arrowhead Transit plays a pivotal role in bolstering the communities it serves. By providing accessible and reliable transportation, they ensure essential travel for work, education, and healthcare. Arrowhead Transit is customer-centric, continuously evolving to meet the needs of the community with initiatives like community outreach programs, job fairs, and educational workshops and more. Arrowhead Transit is more than just a transportation service. It is a vital part of the communities it supports. Your connection, your community. Arrowhead Transit. Your ride.
Yeah, it's Arrowhead Transit halftime here on WCMP. And Brace Orthodontic Scoreboard shows just about 4 minutes to go here at halftime before we get back for the second half. Kettle River Pizza kickoff. Dragons trail 16-12 on that Embrace Orthodontic Scoreboard. Keys to the second half for Pine City offensively. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep running that ball up the middle. Keep pounding the rock. Keep running it down their throat. But I think what you need to do is switch it up a little bit. They're still bringing that blitz right up the middle. They're still trying to jump the snap. So if I am Pine City right now, I continue to, yes, pound the rock up the middle, but also get it on the outside. Use those jet sweeps. Use the tosses. Use the screens out to the receivers. Let them get in open space and use their speed, use their talent to make a defender miss and go for big yardage. I think that's what Pine City needs to do here in the second half to really get things going in their favor, because they have it going already. Can they get it going more in their favor here after halftime and really kind of put the nail in coffin, so to speak, and take this thing away from Proctor and really get things going in their favor? Because my oh my, did Pine City, after the 2 touchdowns that put Proctor up 16-0, Pine City came back and was like, hold up here. This is our homecoming, not yours. Let's go out. And they pounded the ball. They were really starting to, I think, bruise up this Proctor team, because it looked like after a while Proctor did not want to come up and hit these running backs as much as they did before. So fine, Pine City, yes, continue to pound the rock, continue to run the ball up the middle, but also use that outside, use the receiver screens, the tosses, the jet sweeps, use those things to spread the Proctor defense out, get them out to that middle, and then attack the middle again, because that's what they did there in that first half. They pounded it up the middle, then went outside. That left a wide open gap in the middle for the 2 touchdowns there by Kalecki and Preston. On the defensive side of things, obviously the DBs, they're just going to have to do a little bit better job. It's not that they're doing terrible, because they're actually getting good coverage. It's just that in coverage, they're getting a little too far away of the receiver. We've seen it twice now where the receiver stops on the route and catches the ball, and the defender is nowhere to be found. So if you're the Pine City defenders, you're going to be talking about, hey, when that receiver stops, you stop with him and go get the ball. There were probably about 2 cases where they probably could have had an interception, but they just ran past the receiver and didn't realize, hey, the ball is coming. So they're going to have to do a better job of just realizing, hey, the receiver stopped. I'm stopping with him. I am tailing him wherever he goes. I'm stuck on him like glue. You know, I'm rubber, you're glue, whatever I say. Bounce off of me and 6 onto you. Like that, but Pine City, they're close here in this one. And if they can continue to play the way they did in the first half, I don't think they'll be trailing for long. So, with the keys to the second half said, let's give away some tickets. Yeah, let's give away some tickets. Then we will have 4 packs of 2 tickets. So, we have 2 tickets available for people who text in. We have 4 packs of 2 tickets for Onion Head's Revenge, a new breed of haunted house down at the Mall America down in Bloomington, Minnesota. We have 4 packs of 2 tickets for you if you text the word onion. Text the word onion to 320-629-7575. That's 320-629-7575. Text the word onion, O-N-I-O-N, to 320-629-7575. You'll get your chance to win a pair of tickets to Onion Head's Revenge at the Mall of America. Of course, this does end October 31st. They recommend it for ages 10 and up down at the Mall of America. Our Arrowhead Transit halftime is nearly concluded. Arrowhead Transit, your community ride. Thank you so much to Arrowhead for sponsoring the halftime show. But again, Pine City, they're so close. They are so close to turning this game on its head. And Proctor, it has the feel of if Pine City can come out here in the second half, stop the Rails on offense on the first drive, come back on their own offense, go down and score and take the lead, it has the feel that it's going to kind of hit Proctor in the mouth, and they're not going to know what to do. It seems like it's going to shock them, because that's what it kind of felt like here at the end of the first half. It seemed like Pine City came back with that first touchdown, then the second, and it seemed like Proctor was kind of shocked. They didn't really know what to do defensively. Offensively, they got a big pass play again late in the quarter to get downfield and get into position to try and score. They weren't able to, though, as they were stopped on fourth down. Dane Oman picked up a 32-yard catch to put them in position, but Pine City did a good job, hold their ground, stop them on fourth, and get the ball back. And I just think, man, Pine City can come out and do that again here in the second half. Pine City's going to be talking about a lead for themselves, the first one on the season. Pine City trails by 4 here at the half. The Arrowhead Transit halftime on WCMP. Arrowhead Transit. Thanks so much. Arrowhead Transit, of course, your community ride. We'll take one more commercial break. We'll be back for the second half Kettle River Pizza kickoff here on WCMP.
There has never been a better time to sell your home. Get a fast cash offer today and have your money in as little as 7 days. Any house, any condition. They will make you an offer the same day and pay you in as little as 7 days. City lots, lake lots, land, does not matter. They want to buy it. If you are ready to sell your home, let Haley Newman with Keller Williams Premier Realty give you a fast cash offer or help get you into the home of your dreams today. Contact her at 320-469-6868.
Want a mower that's tough enough to break all the rules? Want everything without sacrificing anything? Want performance for the long haul at an unbeatable value? The perfect balance of power and performance. A bad boy mower. Packed with power, muscle, simplicity, and comfort in the pro you demand. It's that time of year. It's your time. You deserve a bad boy. Available only at Stan's Equipment Center in Pine City. Mow with attitude.
Back here on WCMP, we're getting ready for the second half Kettle River Pizza kickoff here on WCMP. Kettle River Pizza is the delicious locally made frozen pizzas. Of course, if your team is looking for an easy way to raise funds for your organization, visit KettleRiverPizza.com, the easiest and cheesiest way to fundraise. Pepperoni and sausage, chicken Alfredo, or the hot Hawaiian? Grab a handful of delicious Kettle River pizzas at your local grocery store today. Kettle River pizzas are handcrafted right there in Ascove. I could go for a Kettle River pizza right now. That hot Hawaiian sounds absolutely delicious. So does the chicken Alfredo and I'm going to get them all. That's it. I'm going to get them all. So, the second half Kettle River Pizza kickoff getting ready. It is Landon Ganote getting set to kick it away for Pine City. Again, unfortunately, Proctor does get the ball to start the second half, but Pine City will look to get their defense back on track right away. And here's the boot from Ganote. It's an end-over-end kind of wobbly kick. It'll bounce at around the 27, roll back past the 25. The returner has a little bit of room to run. He makes a man miss, and oh boy. And breaks off another one before he's taken down at the Dragon 45. And now we got a Dragon down. He hit his head pretty hard on the ground. Oh, he's good. Thank goodness he's up. Evan Dens he'll get a breather. They're probably going to check on him. He hit his head pretty hard on that tackle. So unfortunately for Pine City, the return from Proctor goes all the way up to the Pine City 45. Just an arm tackle broken and sprung him loose on the return. I believe that was Henry Moeller on the return. It was one of the twos. It was Henry Moeller or possibly even number 12, but got confirmation it was number 2, Henry Moeller. My usual camera person is here helping me out, even though she doesn't have to do a whole lot with the camera-wise, but she's still helping me with spotting, letting me know what's going on the field. Appreciate her being here. Of course, we had some technical difficulties right at the beginning. Tried to get them fixed, and unfortunately we didn't, and I apologize about that. That's frustrating on my part, too. That is not what I wanted to have happen. But again, if you're joining us, you're tuning in, you're saying, oh, it's just cutting in and out. Please remember, we will have it uploaded on our YouTube later, so should be a more cleaner feed on the upload. Zach McPhee, he will keep it himself. He's got some room, but he's finally taken down after a nice run there. Caleb Hogberg on the stop. Oh, they're going to give him a good spot there. Wow. They're going to spot him at the 33-yard line. My goodness, that's a generous spot to say the least. So 11-yard gain for McPhee. And it'll be first down and 10 for Proctor. 2 receivers out wide to the left, 1 on the right. McPhee, that ball's on the ground. He does manage to pick it up. Stiff arms a man, but he is going to be wrapped up. Not yet. And, oh, that's intentional grounding. He didn't have a receiver in the area. He just tossed that one out of bounds. That did not get anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That should be, or are they going to call him down? I think they're going to say it's forward progress stopped. Yeah, I think they say his forward progress was stopped there before that intentional. Well, I don't see a flag out there. So I think what they're going to say is his forward progress was stopped before he threw that ball out of bounds. Because if he had thrown it, that was intentional grounding all day long. 2 receivers out wide to the left, 1 on the right for Proctor. McPhee will take the snap. It's a high snap. He's looking out to his left, throwing to the left, and no one there. Great coverage by Pine City that time. Looks like McPhee and his receiver were for Proctor. Pine City looking for that big stop. Again, same formation, 2 receivers left, 1 right. 2 running backs on either side of the quarterback. McPhee takes the snap. It's a high snap. The ball's going way backwards, and he's going to pick it up. Oh, my goodness, in Proctor territory, and he's got room to run. And he's pushed out. A prime spot for Pine City to get a stop. They could not wrap him up way back in Proctor territory. He's going to pick up 9 or 8. We'll give him 8. So broken play, and he picks up 8. Give McPhee credit. Great individual effort picking up 8 yards, which should have been probably a loss of about 15. Up to the 32. So Pine City needs a stop here. It is still 4th down and long. 4th and 9, that's long. Fourth down and 9. 2 receivers on each side of the formation. Lone back on the right side of the quarterback, McPhee. Under 10 minutes to go here. They'll send a man in motion. They'll toss it back to him. Oh, that's a weird punt. He's on the line. That's a touchback. Are they going to say he's down at the 1? He was on the line. Oh, man. So tough starting field position here as that ball did not go across the goal line by Proctor. It looked like when he hopped on it, he was over the goal line with the ball. Apparently he was not. So the Dragons will start inside their own 1. They'll have 99.5 yards to go. That was a weird punt there from Proctor. It was a toss back to the receiver who came back behind the quarterback, and then he punted it away. He almost had it blocked. Don't know if that was the best play there for Proctor to run, but it'll be first down and 10 inside the own 1 of the Dragons. Yeah, QB sneak, smart play. And Austinson will take it up the middle. Gains about 3. So it'll be second down and 7.5, 8. 2-yard carry from Austinson.
Second down and 8.
Yeah, not a great field position here for Pine City. It was a smart thing. They let the punt go. It looked like it was going to roll into the end zone, but give Proctor credit. They were able to bounce on it just in time. 9 minutes to go on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, custom light force braces, or clear aligners. Invisalign clear aligners, 3 locations, Pine City, Litchfield, and Cambridge. Austinson under center. He'll give it up the middle. And found a lane to run through. Good burst there up to about the 11-yard line. That time the ball carrier, Daniel Milliman. Or no, Jace Preston, my bad. Jace Preston will give the Dragons a first down on that 8-yard carry. So the Dragons have first down and 10 at their own 11. Now, if you're Pine City to go downfield, you'll probably take up the rest of the quarter, but you're okay with that. Take all the time you need, get downfield, just get into the end zone here. This is their first possession of the second half. They trail 16-12, 8:30 to go on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard here in the third quarter. Not a ton of room to run that time, but found something out of nothing. Did the ball carrier that time. And ball carrier was Preston again. Good gain on first down, about 7. I mean, the way it looked, he probably should have been taken out in the backfield, but he just found that little crease to squeeze through and was able to take it for 7 yards. Dragons, ball at their own 17. Under 8 minutes to go, they trail by 4 in the third quarter. Give up the middle, dragging defenders. Close to a first down, if not a first down there by Tucker Johnson. And he will have a first down. Gain of about 4. Four-yard gain for Tucker Johnson. It'll be first down and 10 for the Dragons at their own 21, 22. Now we got a whistle. Referee timeout. I'm not sure. Looks like, equipment was hanging out of one of the jersey sleeves of a Dragon player. We'll get that fixed right away, and there we go. We're back to action. Dragons power T formation. Austinson under center takes the snap. He'll give it up the middle. This is a quick give. He broke off of one arm tackle, then taken down at the 31. Milliman with another good carry that time up to the 31. And they'll race to the line of scrimmage. One receiver out wide in the formation. On the left, it's Matt Blake. Proctor showing blitz up the middle. And they do not get the ball carry. He's got the first down and then some, past the 35. And again, it's Jace Preston to the 37. Gain of 6 and a first down. The Dragons are doing a good job. They were getting stuffed on that play in the first half when those 2 linebackers would come up and blitz the gaps. They would get home, but Pine City's doing a good job here of not allowing that to happen. They're getting through that blitz and picking up 5 chunks of yards. 5 5-yard chunks at a time. There's the English I was looking for. We'll figure it out. 6:05 to go here in the third quarter. Pine City with the ball trailing by 4. They take the snap. They'll give it up the middle, trying to find and weave his way through traffic. I believe that was Preston. Preston going to get a decent gain up to the 41. That's going to be a gain of 5 again for Jace Preston. It'll be only a gain of 4, apparently.
Johnson under center. Oh, he got a later run through past the 50, and he was just tripped up and taken down. Pete's went about 10 yards. But the ball comes out. Oh, my. I mean, the Dragons had a drive together. They had a drive together. And that'll be erased here. That's a Haley Newman, Keller Williams Realty turnover. Want to know the value of your property? Contact Haley Newman at HNEWMAN at KW.com. Turning over the keys to your dream property. So Proctor ball. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Takes a snap. He'll give it up the middle. He breaks off of 1 tackle, then falls forward past the 50 to about the 48. That's Nolan Oakstead, with the carry. Pickup of about 2 on that one for Oakstead. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Under 5 minutes to go on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Of course, they'll leave you with a smile you embrace forever. EmbraceMN.com. EMBRACEMN.com. Same formation. McPhee in the gun. Takes a snap. Fakes the give. Screen out to the receiver on the left side. And he breaks off of 1 tackle and then is driven out of bounds by Derek Kinn. We'll see where they spot him. One ref has him at the 45. Now they'll bring it inside to about the 43, a gain of 5. Did not see I believe that was number 2. Henry Moeller with the gain of 5 there on the outside. Under 4.5 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Pine City had a drive going, but the turnover absolutely kills all that momentum. Same formation again. McPhee will hold on to it himself. Gets past the 1st down. And he's taken down at about the 39 maybe. Either way, it's a 1st down. Gain of 4. Yeah, the air has just been sucked out of the receivers right, 1 on the left. Zach McPhee will send a man in motion right to left. Not going to go that way. Looks to his right, throw. And that one is nearly intercepted. Great coverage there by Braxton Peets. 2nd down and 10 now for Proctor back. And it's incomplete. They are going to say it was a forward pass. Otherwise, Hogberg was there. But it'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Rails. Pine City looking for that stop here. Dragons need a big one here. Need a stop. Ball on the 40. Two receivers right, 1 left. 2 running backs in the formation. McPhee in the gun. He takes a snap. He looks to his right, rolls that way just a little bit. Steps back, throws. Nice ball, but it is incomplete. There's flag down. That's at the line, so that looks like it could be holding. We'll see. We have 11 penalties so far in that first half alone. We had 7 just in the 1st quarter. It's holding on Proctor. Give them their 7th on the evening. 12 on the night. Penalty is declined. Bringing up 4th down and 10. Now, this will be interesting to see what Proctor does here. Exactly 3:30 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 16-12. Pine City trails on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Rails will get set up, lined up to punt, but I would not trust that this could possibly be maybe a fake. It's a high snap, and they will punt it away. End over end kick is going to bounce at around the 15. Roll. Oh, again. What up? And again, that one looked like on the goal line again. Man, I don't have the greatest of angles up here. I'm a little farther away than what can be seen. But again, man, that's a great stop by Proctor. Give them credit. That's a great job by that gunner there. Going down and downing that one again inside the 1. The last time this happened, Pine City started inside their own 1. They had a drive going, unfortunately, before a turnover at around midfield gave the ball back to Proctor. But another big stop by that Dragon defense. They'll have the ball back. And that's going to be a jump by Proctor. And free 5 yards for Pine City. 8th penalty tonight on Proctor. 13 total of 19. Push. And close to the 10, if not the 11. That should be a first down. Ball carrier Jace Preston. And that should be a first down. It's close. It's awfully close. Close enough to where I'd say it's a first. Ooh, I think you got him. Oh, man. They're going to say he's short by a hair, an eyelash, half an eyelash. I mean, he's just short, if short at all. Ball spotted at the 11. It'll be second down, and I don't even know anything shorter than an eyelash. Give up the middle. That's a first down. And then some to about the 16-yard line. Jace Preston, another gain of 6 that time, and that one is a first down for sure. Tucker Johnson will jog on out to the formation for Evan Dens. And here come the Dragons, one receiver out wide to the right. Power T behind the quarterback. Austinson under center. Takes the snap. He'll hand it off up the middle. Not a lot doing that time. And that was Jace Preston with the carry. Not a bunch doing, maybe about a yard or 2. Clock is continuing to roll under 2 minutes here in the third quarter on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. They will do all the insurance heavy lifting for you, and if you don't have insurance, ask about financing options. They'll find a plan to fit your budget, embracemn.com. Power T formation, same. Receiver out wide to the right. A give off the right side, and Proctor is in the backfield. That'll push him back to the 16, a loss of 3 for the ball carrier. So 3rd and 9 here for Pine City at their own 16-yard line. And if they don't convert, this is for sure punting situation. You don't want to wind up giving Proctor good field position if you're unable, there we go, to convert the 4th down. Under a minute now to go, and Pine City's going to use one of their 3 timeouts here in the second half. 51.9 seconds to go here in the making it a 4-point game. Now, they weren't able to convert both of their 2-point conversions, and that kind of hurts, as those are 4 points that they don't have that could have tied it, and that would have totally changed the look of this one. But trailing by 4 with 50 seconds to go here in this third quarter, got a little bit of work to do. So 3rd down and 9. You've got 2 receivers out wide to the right, 1 on the left. On the left, it's Matt Blake. Man in motion from right to left. Fake the give to him. They'll get it up the middle. No dice. No gain on that one. On Kalecki's carry, no gain. That'll bring up 4th and more than likely a punting situation. Again, you could risk going for it and, yeah, maybe get it, but if you don't get it, you set up Proctor in too good a field position. So you have to punt it away here. Ganote back to punt. Returner standing on the 50. Ganote, this is an end-over-end kick. Returner going to go and be aggressive at it. Pete's missed the tackle. But reinforcements come in and take him down. And they'll spot it at the Dragons 40. So this will be the third possession for the Rails here in the third quarter. This will be the last possession either team has in the third, as there are 4 seconds left. So this possession will continue into the fourth for Proctor, unless there's a turnover. Speaking it into existence, there's going to be a turnover. Pine City, they'd like that. They need something to go their way. They need a little bit of a spark right now. Seems like they just need something to get them going again. They need a little bit of a spark to get something rolling for them. Two receivers right, one to the left. The man in motion now right to left for Proctor. McPhee fakes the give to him. He's going to roll to his right. He's got some room. And he's got a lot of room, actually, and he'll get it inside. Oh, we got a late flag. That probably will push it back. Flag down and around the 25. Are they going to get a face mask here on McPhee? Was that what that was for? Well, block in the back, okay. So it's on Proctor. They're ninth. I was kind of wondering if that was going to be, because McPhee threw a stiff arm out, and I wasn't sure maybe if he got the defender and grabbed his face mask. He did not. Instead, it's a block in the back. But that will end our third quarter. Oh. Looks like we're just spotting the ball, maybe. So they'll bring it back, looks like to the 36. Or is that where the penalty occurred? It's I believe 10 or 15 yards from there. But if the penalty occurred, that will be the end of the third quarter, with the Dragons trailing 16-12 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. The team at Embrace believes the results of a remarkable orthodontic experience should last a lifetime. They'll keep your smile transformation where it needs to be with a lifelong retention program at EmbraceMN.com. So a commercial break.
And budget. Trust the experts in the field, Burnett Dairy Propane. Call them today at 715-689-1032 or visit them online at burnettdairy.com. Burnett Dairy Propane, your dependable propane partner.
Joe and the gang at Roddy Motors say, "Go Mustangs!" Well, of course, he's got 2 boys on the varsity squad. He's born and raised in Mustang country, voted Reader's Choice Best Dealer in Kanabec County 2 years in a row. That's what you call a repeat champ. And he offers vehicles of all makes and models, can get you financed on site, and put you in your new vehicle before the Mustangs take on next week's opponent. When you need a quality new vehicle, make your way to Roddy Motors in Mora or visit roddymotors.com.
So it'll be first down and 6 after the penalty. A block in the back. Fake to give for McPhee. He's going to look downfield. He's got a man open. Broken coverage once again. That'll put the Rails inside the 10 down to about the 3, it looks like. About a 30-plus yard catch for Sam Nyland. Remember, he has 110 yards on 2 catches. That one is spotted at the 4. 32-yard catch for him that time. This time it doesn't lead to a touchdown, but now inside the Roddy Motors red zone. So Roddy Motors red zone, of course, in Mora. Roddy Motors can help you get into your next vehicle. They can even get you financed. Visit roddymotors.com today. Fourth quarter's not the greatest of starts here for Pine City. A chunk play by Proctor. We'll have a couple receivers in the formation. Looks like a strong eye. They'll send a fullback in motion. They'll toss it out wide to the left. Pine City there. Can they get there in time to make the stop? They can. Nice job there by a host of Dragons making that stop. You'll maybe get a yard, if anything. And Matt Blake, the senior captain and homecoming king, on the stop. Same formation. We'll send him fullback in motion to the left. They'll now fake the pitch out to the right this time, and McPhee will try and go in himself on the keeper, but he only gets 2 to the goal line. So third down and goal from the 1. It's Blake again on the stop. So 3rd down and 1. 3rd down and goal. Around by the time to go in the 4th. Line up I formation. Receiver out wide to the left. They'll sneak it in, and McPhee is into the end zone for a touchdown from 1 yard out. So that'll make it 22-12. Pine City trails on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. Of course, the Rails will try and go for 2, make it a 12-point game. And that play call into the huddle. They break and get to the line of scrimmage. They'll use that same I formation again. Receiver wide to the left. McPhee under center. Sends a man in motion right to left. Back to the left. They'll hand it to him. He looks for a lane. He's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. 24-12. Now the lead for Proctor. After that successful 2-point conversion, they lead 24-12 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Their doctors are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. Don't forget, they've got 3 locations, Pine City, Litchfield, and Cambridge. That Cambridge location is brand spanking new. It's so new, it's not even done being built yet. If you go west on Highway 95, going through Cambridge, if you know Cambridge at all, it's in between the Culver's and then the Goodwill. It's in between those. They're also getting a Popeyes in Cambridge. Yeah, right in front of the Fleet Farm. I'm excited. Whenever it's done being built, I'm going to. But that's not going to be easy to come by, as Proctor has kind of shift momentum back their way. Dens and Pete's back to return for the Dragons. Henry Moeller to kick, and here's the boot. End over end kick. It's going to be Dens who will take it in this time, starting at his own 15, cuts it up the middle, and found a lane to run through, and then is quickly wrapped up around his ankles. Past the 35. And the Dragons offense will hop out onto the field, and they'll start at their own 36-yard line. So the Dragons will have some work to do, because not only do they have to get downfield and score, they either have to get the onside kick or trust that defense again to make a stop, go down and score again. Now, they can win if they go down, score, get a 2-point, go down, score, get a 2-point. That's 16 points. That'll put them up 28-24. Or if they go down, score, don't get anything, go down, score, and get a 2-point, they'll be up by 26-24. Austinson. Oh, I didn't even see who had the ball. So that was a good fake. But sadly, it was Pete's being taken down in the backfield. Back at the 30. A loss of 6. Second down and long now for Pine City. Under 9.5 to go here in the 4th. Dens will substitute for Pete's. Two receivers out to the left, one to the right. Motion man from right to left. They'll give it off on the jet sweep to Jace Preston, trying to get around that corner. Just nothing doing. Great contained by their linebackers for the Rails. And looks like even no gain on that one. No gain on the play. 3rd down and long for Pine City. 8.5 to go here in this 4th and final quarter. Pine City will get the play call into their huddle. They'll break the huddle and get up to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers to the right in the formation, 1 out wide to the left. Looks like Matt Blake out to the left. Austinson center man in motion. It's a deep drop here for Austinson. He's got a man deep, but it's incomplete. Overthrew his intended receiver, Preston. And that'll bring up 4th down and 15. And they I'm guessing we'll have to punt it away. There's still enough time here where you kind of, it's in between here. If you go for it, well, you set a Proctor way too good a field position. If you don't, you're going to have the defense step up, make a big play here and there, and get the ball back. Oh, Pine City should, oh, they're not going to allow them to snap the ball because of substitutions. Because Pine City substituted, Proctor will get their chance. Gnault will punt it away. There's the punt. Going to be taking it at the 40, and he stiff arms one man that is wrapped up by Tucker Johnson. Great open field tackle there by Tucker Johnson. Tucker Johnson, a great open field tackle. The returner, Nolan Oakstead, or it was 7-50. They'll need their defense to step up big time here. Shotgun for McPhee, one receiver right, two to the left. Man in motion right to left. He'll fake the give. He'll swing it out that way. Instead, he'll go deep, and he overthrows everybody. Pine City, good coverage there. The fourth possession in this half for the Rails. Another incompletion there for McPhee. He's at about 50% tonight, but for high school football, especially in northern Minnesota, that's pretty darn good. Smaller schools to have over nearly 200 yards passing, if not over now, and 50% completion percentage or above, that's pretty darn good. One receiver right, two to the left. Receiver on each side of the quarterback, McPhee. Sends a man in motion, left to right. He's going to roll up the middle now. He's got a lane to run through. And he lowers the shoulder past the 50, breaks off a tackle, has the first down to the 40 to about the 39. 19-yard gain there for McPhee. And a first down for Proctor. That was the stop that Pine City needed, could not get it. And now the Rails are into Dragon territory. 7.5 minutes to go in the fourth on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. They'll leave you with the smile you embrace forever. Find out more at embracemn.com.
Let's hear for your Pine City defense.
Crowd getting into it, trying to help the defense out. I formation, receiver out to the left. McPhee will take the snap. It's a fumble! Oh, my goodness, they do fall on top of it. Who was that shot in there? That's Jace Preston. Jace Preston shot in through one of the A-gaps. Knocked the ball out of McPhee's hands. Turnover, but it'll set him back 2 yards. 42. I formation again, receiver left. Wide tight end on the right side. And doing a good job of running the clock out. Pine City's not going to have a lot of time if they can make a stop. 6 minutes to go here in the fourth. Proctor running the ball now on Pine City. They don't want to take a chance of risking the interception, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do try and pass it a few more times. I formation. And not really sure what happened there, but I think McPhee, a short give up the middle. Nolan Oakstead on the carry. That was a quick give up the middle. I thought McPhee had fumbled it and then picked it up and drove forward, but it's only a gain of about, I don't know, a yard or two there for Oakstead. Getting in and out of the huddle. McPhee will wait for the referee to throw up the hand for 5 seconds. Now he's under center. Man in motion left. Fumbled snap, picks it up himself, falls forward, and gets inside the 20. To the 18. Gain of 5 even on a botch snap. Motors.com. Proctor's inside that aforementioned Roddy Motors red zone. Yeah, Proctor's just going to take plenty of their time. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a delay of game. Yep, there it is. So that'll be the Fourth penalty in the second half for Proctor, the 10th altogether. That'll push the Rails back 5, make it third down. Third down and 9. .407 to go here, and on fourth. Get the ball back, go down and score in about a minute. Get the ball back, go down and score again. They can do it. They'll need a big stop on the next 2 downs. But the Rails will line up in that shotgun formation, 2 receivers on each side, running back on the left of the quarterback, McPhee. He'll take the snap. He'll look right, throw right, and the receiver wide open on that right side. That's Nyland again. And Nyland will get a good chunk of that back there on third. Make it for a decent 4th down. We'll say he gained about 5 on the pass, maybe even 6. Player did go out of bounds, so it does stop the clock. 4:01 to go. Pine City can make a stop here and get the ball back. Let's go defense. I formation. Receiver to the left. Man in motion, right to left. And comes back. They'll give it to that motion man. Nope. Instead, McPhee will keep it. It's first down. First down to the gain of 9 for McPhee. And we'll see a timeout called here by Pine City. 3:52 to go. Pine City trails by 12 here in the 4th quarter on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. Take a quick commercial break. Be back after a word from our fine sponsors.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
Hinkley Towing.
Hi, I'm on the side of the highway with a flat. Can you help me?
On the way.
Hinkley Towing?
Yep. How can we help?
We just had an accident and don't know where to bring the vehicle.
No sweat. We'll come out now and bring you back to our collision center.
Experienced drivers, state-of-the-art trucks, and 24/7 service. 320-385-4049 anytime. Hinkley Towing. 320-385-4049.
First down and goal. Offsides on Pine City. No really reason for Proctor to be going hard count here. Oh. Yeah, they moved early. That was well early movement by the fullback.
False start on Proctor.
That is their 11th penalty on the evening. But they still lead 24-12. Or inside the 10, excuse me. They'll give it up the middle here, and he is in. Touchdown there for Nolan Oakstead. From 9 yards out, game away. Make it 30. Last look, Hinkley Finlayson was leading over. Make it 12 penalties on them for the night. So with 3:43 to don't need to, but I'm guessing they were maybe thought about going on set or something like that, and then the lineman went early. Or maybe going on sound, I'm not sure. Not down there on the field, no, I'm not in the huddle. I formation again, the lineup, same thing. McPhee will fake the toss one way, try to go through one defender, makes another defender miss, in for the 2-point conversion, 32-12. Well, Pine City's going to have a lot of work to do here. They need to get 20 points. And they can score all that in 3 touchdowns if they convert the 2 points. In conversions, they can score 24 points and lead 36-34. They're going to have to do it in a short amount of time, though. Pine City will get their word on the return. You know what? It's homecoming. Why not get a fun return in? Why not get that reverse return? Chiefs coming to town here on Sunday. Vikings and Chiefs will play. We'll take commercial break. We'll come back, recap this game, let you know what's coming up for Pine City the rest of the season. You're listening to Football on WCMP.
Wellia Health is here to keep you feeling your best so you can enjoy all the things you love best. You can count on us for your eye exams, mental health services, rehabilitation, wellness exams, urgent care, and much more. At Wellia Health, our goal is to help you live life well. Let Wellia Health help you get back to your best. Give us a call today to set up an appointment. 320-679-1313. WelliaHealth.org.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique, specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
A duo that is perfect together. That's Dale's Heating and Appliance and Lennox. Dale's is your local Lennox dealer that's committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. With a wide assortment of options, Dale's will ensure your home's air is top quality. Call Dale's today or visit them at dalesheatingandappliance.com and ask how you can save on your next AC unit. Lennox and Dale's, the perfect duo. Dealer number E06356.
With Bad Boy's patented Easy Ride and Gen 2 independent suspension, heavy-duty American-made steel construction, and legendary muscle, there's no mower that brings more comfort, durability, power, and value to mowing pros and homeowners than a Bad Boy mower. Mow with an attitude. It's the driving force behind every mower we build in the good old USA. Our promise to lead the industry in innovation and performance. Available only at Stan's Equipment Center in Pine City. Mow with an attitude.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
A Lennox air source heat pump is a high-efficiency air conditioning unit that can also heat your home or business efficiently during the spring and fall. It's more economical than heating with propane. Have Dale's Heating and Appliance install your Lennox air source heat pump. Dale's offers a personalized focus and free estimates. Ask Dale's how you can receive up to $1,250 rebates for your air source heat pump system installed in 2023 with 0% financing. Visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. Conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit kettleriverpizza.com to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today.
Want to make some extra money this holiday season? Then join Burnett Dairy Cooperative's Cheese Store Holiday Crew. They're looking for temporary employees to assist with gift box orders from October 1st through January 6th. This position is scheduled Sunday through Thursday from 12 to 8 p.m. with an hourly rate of $14 per hour and an end-of-the-season retention bonus. Call 715-689-2170 or apply online at burnettdairy.com and click on Careers.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things. like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a 4-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Aw, man. Hinckley Collision.
Hell no. My new car?
Hinckley Collision is the right decision. Fender benders, major accident damage, or hail damage. Hinckley Collision is the right decision. With 24/7 towing and fast, friendly, professional service, their collision department will get you back on the road in no time. With decades of experience dealing with insurance carriers, make the call today. 320-384-7002. 320-384-7002.
Back here on WCMP, 106.5 FM, AM 1350. The Dragons fall here on homecoming to the Proctor Rails, 32-12. The Rails improved to 2-4 on the season. Looking at the stats for the Rails, total of 268 yards, 179 passing, 89 rushing, 2 touchdowns passing and rushing. They had a total of, 12 possessions in this game. 6 in the first, 6 in the second. They had 12 penalties with an asterisk. They had one of those that were offset, so technically 11 penalties, but 12 with that offsetting one and 1 turnover. For Pine City, they had 12 possessions in this game as well, 7 in the first half, 5 in the second. They had 7 penalties total, but an offset would make it 6. They had 3 turnovers in this game as well, 2 in the second half. They ran the ball 40 times for 191 yards. Pass ball 2 for 5, 20 yards and an interception for a total of 211 yards. Leading the way rushing was Jace Preston with 17 carries for 78 yards. Then it was Logan Kalecki, 10 for 43. Daniel Milliman, 4 carries, 40 yards on his night, average 10 yards a carry. Nice job there for him here on homecoming. But the Dragons do fall tonight to the Proctor Rails, 32-12. The Dragons will look yet again for their first win on the season next week, but it doesn't get any easier. They make their way to Esco and to Harbors for their final 2 games of the season. Those are going to be tough. Those are going to be very tough games. 2 teams who are having very good seasons. Of course, Esco, the number 1 team. I think in all of football in the state of Minnesota, just a very good, complete team. Probably the most balanced team we'll see in the state here this year. So for the Dragons, they fall here on homecoming night, 32-12. I want to thank all of you who tuned in, stuck through the bad internet and all. Appreciate that. Appreciate you tuning in. Thanks to all the fine sponsors who sponsored this and every other broadcast that we do. Of course, remember to be kind to everyone. You just never know what someone is going through, and that kindness that you show could truly change someone's day, and it could truly make that day and then go on for the week, then the month. It could really change someone's life. So just remember to stay kind to everybody. You just never know what someone is going through. Of course, again, huge shout out to all the fine sponsors. And the final on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, Dragons fall to the Proctor Rails 32-12. The team at Embrace believes the results of a remarkable orthodontic experience should last a lifetime. They'll keep your smile transformation where it needs to be with a lifelong retention program at EmbraceMN.com. Of course, stay tuned to the morning shows on 95.5 FM KBEK at 7:30 and 8:30 with Rock and Robin Riley. Then over on 100.9 FM with Joshua Miron at 7:45 and 8:45. That's where you can catch your local sports updates. We'll talk about this game and all the other games that happened in our local listening area, as well as some regional sports as well. Stay tuned to our websites, WCMPradio.com, KBK.com, and our Facebook pages as well. Don't forget to download our apps, the WCMP app, the KBK app on the App Store or Google Play. Go ahead and download those. You can take us wherever you go, on the road, into space, I don't care. Wherever you go, take us with you wherever you will go. Wherever your adventure takes you, you can take us where you go by downloading those apps. Again, the final here in this one, the Rails 32 over your Pine City Dragons 12. Again, if you are watching this game on our YouTube, be sure to go to our YouTube, like it, and subscribe. That red subscribe button right there. Go ahead and hit it. Go ahead. You got it. Just click it. If you are subscribed to our YouTube, you will get the notifications anytime that we go live with a local sporting event. You'll get that notification. You can click on the video, and then you'll come right to the video that we have live on our website. For the final time, the score here in this one, Proctor over Pine City, 32-12. Once again, thanks to you for tuning in. Thanks to all the fine sponsors. And remember, be kind to everyone. You never know what someone is going through. Your kindness can make their day. For WCMP, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Have a great rest of your night and a fantastic weekend. Fantastic weekend.